Time to get back to where they left off. But you are right about the Magic's Chopper illness. I mean, Magic's having that 0.7 rating on the series. Hands down worst player for that head-to-head just 6 days ago.
He got whatever Cadian's got.
Old age. Is that contagious? Spinks looking for more than one in the pistol. They let him disengage, but they actually hit Brolin, who's just right next to him. Lovely stuff from Chopper. Just walks through that mid door, nonchalant, but won't be allowed to go back in for a peek after dropping the smoke to CT spawn. That is Jimpat, who gave up B site. Draws his two teammates out through CT. Now, will Shiro drop down and try to join up with Magix? Because it's still smoked. Now, Magix, it's going to be tough to climb up without those doors being smoked and CT staring at it, but that's assuming, oh, they could have both been looking. Now, Shiro can apply pressure. That would let Jimpat not have the hold up. Magix is going to come join him, so now they've finagled a 2 versus 1 against Jimmy, and poor Spinks, who went into the tunnels thinking he had to chase the bomb, doubles back towards site instead.
But you know what? They're planting B. They're not totally ready. They'll come and see him now. Spinks may be in an interesting spot very early on.
He's got Magix to press up along car. Right up close. Spinks. Oh, yes!
Oh, my goodness.
Was that last shot? Because it's hella clean.
You couldn't ask for a better double peek than that.
It's a great addition to just watching broadcasts if you're really, truly a Counter-Strike fan.
Free shot here for Torzi. They decide to walk this one up, not expecting his starting position to be there on bricks. If they don't come out mid B even. Because they're up 5v4, he can fast flank mid. Spinks can support this as well. There's a lot of info gained. CTs will start to lean over to B.
Jimmy wants to get into the back site. That's all too easy for him, hitting 30 seconds and a couple rifles to try to swing out. It's Magic's down, and Jimmy just going to wait here. Support on the door by 2. Spinks able to detect next contact, and yeah, nice clean sweep. Nothing to make that defense uncomfortable. It was really just that smoke and frag out mid that they had hoped would distract more than it really did. MOUZ able to just easily work over to Jimmy there.
They beat Spirit. Spinks was not even the top performer, you know, as was brought up.
Bottom performer.
Torzi, Zershin, yeah.
But he's got a certain aura. Oof, Donk, Deagle through his teammate. And Zontix then gonna offer up another triple Deagle headshot.
Over big box. Didn't even see him yet.
2 of them wall bangs. 1 of them clean as needed.
And the Zontix op.
He's gonna chuck that down. He just threw it down to, okay. Gives it over to Donk instead. Easy. Scopes up on Zershin. 3 Deagle shots. That's all they needed to crack open this bomb site. Team Spirit, of course. Of course. They're gonna give you a fight.
The quote is that it's always close, and it's because of situations like this. Let's see if Brolin can actually punish exits. I mean, they are going towards mid to this MP9.
And get at that off back maybe. And
oh, not bad.
So would minimize the losses. Donk versus a USP. Oh, dirty. Baiting that out. Surviving on worked. 10 and grabbing it himself.
All 3 guns down. That's massive. I mean, it's a round where Spirit saved, so it's not going to hurt them tremendously, but it may hurt their momentum. This is crazy.
Lovely stuff from Zontix.
It was brave for Torzi to get in the window after the first kill came down, but we just learned why.
Spirit and MOUZ is actually turning out to be one of my favorite head-to-heads in 2025.
That's high praise because there's a lot of good matchups right now.
Yes, sir.
It's a great kill from Brolin's cat setup. You know, had 2 outs right there. Op could have gone in, MP9 as well.
Magic's just getting up into
There's no flash on the push. It'll have to be the frag.
Yeah, easy. Brolin gets tossed to the wayside. Magic's worried about the follow-up, and he has good concern. That's Torzi to get the trade frag. Could come back to help Zershin as Catwalk clearly under pressure now. Donk dropping down into the ramp, trying to chase that Opper back. Gonna have Torzi a little scared, peeling away like this, and patience from Shiro. They knew they had some kind of a squeeze going down on that site. Donk gets softened up down to 35 health. He'll climb boxes to join his teammates. Torzi ends up clipping a player off the bomb site and a missed shot from Shiro in response, but bomb is down. However, man advantage.
It's a little awkward. This is actually pretty good for the T since no one's coming up cat right now.
Torji starting to walk his op back up from long. The scope to be heard inside of elbow. So Famas jumping up knows damn well that it's positioned here. Donk and Shiro triple between them. Just when you thought the retake could get going, Spirit have other ideas. Here we go, little activity out of MOUZ. So not sitting back on their laurels, making it happen here. Zontix, nice off angle to try to catch him. Clean as need be versus Jimmy. Spinks steps forth, grabs a piece of utility off the corpse, and will drop that smoke at the end of tunnels. You could try to work around that, right? The way the smoke grenade popped, if you wanted to try to take another duel by coming from behind the smoke, it's risky, but it's an option that maybe Zontix had to consider. Doesn't seem too worried about it, leaves instead.
They're reading that MOUZ are going to sacrifice long. It's looking correct, but Chopper only gets caught off guard, right?
Yep, 100%. Xerxin, though, not quite ready for the follow-up. Zontix in on him.
They dropped into CT, but they didn't have cats yet. They didn't have cat. They don't have long control right now. Now Brolin.
Feels like they thought that was just the one player. Flash is fantastic. The spray, not as clean as it needed to be, but still it's an immense amount of damage. You know Torji's stuck in this corner. You know he's low as well. Shiro to scour over top of smoke. And that gapping cross, almost the death of Magix from 10 to 3 HP, but that's still the bomb onto the site. Spinks is gonna try to pressure, boost it up. There's the first kill, 7 seconds. You know where he is, nowhere to hide. Kill needed.
Oh, he got it.
And he pins him against the corner to put Spirit to the 4-2 lead.
That's an emergency moment for Shiro, but you can trust him in that 1v1.
A flash behind it. Xerxin comes back down from spawn. It's very much a tunnels emphasis here. You've got 2 players trying to defend it. It's a good amount of damage from the first. Jimmy sets up Spinks real well. But the third piece in is Shiro. Chopper gets his out mid. And that's going to leave the last 2 pieces of MOUZ cut off from the pack. It had to be the trade out tunnels with the numbers that Spirit emphasized on just the tunnel exit. And sure enough, it does come through. But you know what, all things considered, you get a nade like that back at the other side, we'll call it even. Nice, Torzi on the pixel gap, and Donk, his victim, trying to climb up, because, I mean, Chopper got away with it. Incendiary in front of the pack. 25 seconds. You can let that burn out and still try to pop on this bomb site.
Yeah.
But you better hope there's not another piece of util coming down. What's left now is frag grenades for MOUZ and this man advantage. Or there it goes. Chopper, sweet entry. Spinks tries to cut out from Goose. He goes down with just 1, and Xerxin better hope that reloads fast. 10 to the clock. Nade connects. Magix able to get a double kill in this situation. The high pressure follow forward from Catwalk. And Team Spirit can simply not be stopped when it comes to hitting these bomb sites.
Yeah, this looks like they're still going to give this a test.
Okay, it's on Jimmy, so he'd have to work his way up, create some kind of an opening for Torji to exit CT with an op. Certainly not ideal. It's not a comfortable one, and it feels like Jimmy, maybe not catching a kill on this long corner, wants to give it up.
I think the setup is good in terms of where players are and how many there are, but Brolin gets caught off guard looking into CT spawn, so...
Lucky to still be standing. Xerxin gonna kind of get beckoned forward through that CT smoke. Again, with that left-right smoke, Chopper once was able to lurk through. Oh, Donk!
He could feel it.
How dare you?
He was looking, listening to see if someone's gonna peek left side mid, and he was right in tune with the timing. If he gets flashed away, we'll see. But he's gonna be spinning in circles right now to defend this.
Sending Chopper out. Torzi still of 2 minds. Blindsided. As Chopper just puts it into 6th gear. Brolin single kill so far, nothing more than that. They hone in on him, and an A site falls again. Once more, Team Spirit will not be stopped from getting on these bomb sites.
Just a pretty excellent split. Like, they just look extremely well drilled right now, and you can't ask for much more from the Spirit game plan.
There goes Zontix smoke.
At least Torzi's getting info back, but he's out of the site now.
Yeah, he's getting some info back, but also Xerxin, excuse me. Zontix dropping grenades on the other side, serves up a distraction, so Jimmy plays from outside of doors and loses full vision, not to mention double molly.
They know that they know that someone was over at long too. Zontix will be coming to clear. I mean, you kind of, I want to say you kind of have to go for this,
yeah,
but
we're getting into the last rounds of the half. Like, what else are you going to save for? 2 to go, thinking maybe they can emphasize a tunnels retake. Zontix playing open on the angle. Takes a player down, and now he can just burn off time. They're constantly going to be worried about that flank from behind them. Frag grenade with Chopper's name on it. Zontix kills Jimmy as he attacks from behind a second time around. There's the door peek denied from Shiro, and Zontix ends up getting a triple kill from long back into the T-spawn hold. Look at how that unravels. Have to see an uptick in performance come map 2. It's all about trying to grab a third round for the road, but Chopper's not having any of it. Loses his support as the player jumps back, so he'll be caught trying to throw that nade down, and very quickly we get this donk climb up into Cat. Bomb starts to go all the way back around through spawn at the minute mark.
I don't think they're scared about this rotator, and they know that Brolin just got tagged through the door. So, feels like MOUZ Spirit are going to delay A. Brolin wisely gets onto a headshot angle. And does Torzi have a flash? No, he's just going to fight this. Okay.
Torzi lands the first on Cat. Brolin's got to hold his long, and he'll do so even with him being low. Bomb right behind it on Shiro. Fire forces the Opper out. Nicely done here from Brolin. They haven't been able to stop sight hits, but if you can cut them off at long, you give yourself the better chance. And so Donk, unwinnable round at this point. Can't grab bomb and plant it. They'd all have to screw up and die. MOUZ winning pistol and converting, and then waiting for this final hold that comes off of a low HP Brolin. Not half bad. Go ahead, pad those stats. Another kill for the road from Donk, but it's a third for MOUZ to end the half. There are questions being created today specifically. Very slow performance thus far from Xerxin. Jimmy and Spinks maybe leaving something out there on the table as well. A pistol in their back pocket. That's what got MOUZ's first half started. Down to the 4v4 as we get a bit of aggression out from Spirit. You know, Shiro, phenomenal pistol player, all things considered, and having a great game. We'll see if he's needed to try to close this as Chopper leans back on platform, sending bullets over top of the box. He's now down, but Zontix is able to pick up that front runner. Bomb carrier dead. Shiro's rotated over in time, and it's double digits. Spirit quick as can be. And I believe a flashbang, yeah, being set up by, oh no, Frag. Could have been much worse for MOUZ if they're 5 feet forward where they stand now. Shadow advantage for Chopper, so he is on high alert. Now he's gonna light them on fire. It separates the pack in half. 2 go forward, 2 go back. Chopper swinging with a USP to clean this up. Chopper!
Oh.
Okay, quad kill as Catwalk is his, and he is speed running MOUZ on Dust 2 today.
Yeah, he's smiling, man.
Chopper gonna try to finish it off with the nade. He reads it correctly, thinking they'd still be front box towards door. And then we get that walkout. Entry frag looking for his 3rd kill of the game here. Xerxin's been struggling. His teammates still stuck behind him. Donk's able to best him with a FAMAS.
The attacks bifurcated. They went up out mid as well.
And then locks in on the ramp just behind box, awaiting everybody else. Chopper keeping it clean as necessary. Donk's dead. You know Shiro's still locked in on Goose. 15 seconds, boys.
Time to go.
That bomb actually, I think it's dropped down beneath because none of these guys have it. I think bomb got cut off, and now for that reason, they're just stuck out here. Nowhere to go. Time running out. Players start to drop, but Spirit's 12th all too easy.
Yeah, it was the one guy turning the corner. I think the first one up, dead to the FAMAS.
Shiro and Chopper ahead of the Wonder Boy at the moment. Smoke grenade ahead of this pack of players. It's very little utility here for MOUZ, so they won't have a second volley. They've got to just try to slam their way in, and Donk is here to stop you. No entry, no chance, no shot, no lifeline, no pulse. MOUZ, 3 rounds, all they're going to end up finding here for Dust 2. So Spirit, again, they've won this map in their last head-to-head. They're going to do it even more convincingly this time around.
And what we're seeing today is the higher end of that. The team with sometimes no floor, but also no ceiling.
Popping door off the hinges instantly, and it's going to be a world of pressure here for Magisk. Fast move out through Squeaky with 3. It's Chopper back sight, tapping him out, but he's already lost 2 teammates. Down the vent they'll go. Quick little redirection coming through, and there's still a player ready for them. Zontix bit labored. That could have been the difference maker for this pistol. Not ideal. Oh, Spinks just shaving a shot around the corner, so it looks like MOUZ pistol guaranteed unless Donk does what he does, is the scary thing with Donk. You've seen it before. They're trying to challenge, and Zershin gives them the wide swing headshot for the T-side pistol. That's 3 for 3 in the pistols so far this series out of MOUZ. You won't find anything to shoot at this time around. Completely vacant outer yard for MOUZ, just setting up 2 players on the rooftops. Looking to set up Spinks for his entry. Magix looks away for a half second. Spinks blind finds the headshot.
What?
Felt like Magix was going to be able to stop him, but instead it's both A defenders down with nothing. MOUZ rampant into this A bomb
that
site.
Was tricky, man. There was no door open, I think, before they came out hut. And you know what? Still, Magix put himself in a great spot. Like, he saw Spinks' feet as he was running out. I need to know what happened right there. You brought it up after his first 2 kills. Spinks is on it.
Could we switch back to Zontix for half a second, since this is a save? A pimp sticker. Ah, damn it. Donk still kind of removed from these early gunfights. Looking for something outer, and this could be the round where he strikes him down early. Chopper gonna warn him that one's already up behind red, so Donk should catch them off guard and will. Double kill for him made way too easy. This looks like it'll be Spirits first. Looks like
Donk.
Damage comes back through squeaky door, and Chopper's gonna have to climb up to top up low. Remember, that's now a low health Chopper. Chopper waiting it out, but Jimmy still looks locked in on him. Careful. Yeah. Goes for the overstep, low health, 7 HP only. Knew it was likely. But honestly, info at 30 seconds, well worth it in my mind. And still that shotgun hides behind Xbox. Just waits. Just waits. You're gonna have to cross his line, and Magic's shotty. Easy headshot to Jimmy, just blasts the brains out. Who's next? Him. He gets cleared out by the Abatorji, who's then just going to try to run for the save. So no entry allowed, you know, for a bomb site that's fallen so frequently to MOUZ. Main gets held on to, 3 survive for Spirit, and that's the first they were looking for.
It's an economy stabilizer too. If you get a kill, like it's not as good as a rifle or consistent, but if you get a kill with it, it nearly pays for itself. It just helps you out for the following round. So
also, I can highlight the, shotgun as a weakness, but it does feel like Magix might be one of the better auto-shotty players in the world. Fast one. Fast hit, already out, already trying to swarm into the shotgun. Single kill from Magix, zoned inside of main. An all-in rush on Magix as he saves the shotty. Down the vent, they'll go. 2 players already finding footing towards the B site. No rotation either, because right now instead they've got, oh, no, excuse me, this is Torji. It's where the CTs would have liked to be.
Wow, the amount of vent drops actually working out extremely well too. Ah, missed opportunity. 2 of them, in fact.
Donk's getting closer, but Torji's got a nice locked-in ankle. Zontix delivers the kill. He called it an economy stabilizer in the last round, but eesh, man, disadvantage to have to deal with, and Zershin's gonna win the duel to Donk. So this is MOUZ with a fast reaction. Instantly calling the all-in on A, and then also dropping down the vent when deaths started to trickle in. Between Donk and Shiro looking for you, yeah, I wouldn't want that job at all. They're gonna try to pounce on Zontix here, pressuring him with util. He is full white, can't see a damn thing.
That was beautiful.
And won't find a kill. Not pretty, but the fire spreads. So Brolin finishing off what Jimmy couldn't get done himself. And Zershin still scared because he knows that someone's out here, and that someone's gonna be Donk. Stuck inside of the garage as his A player changes positions, but I mean, to be honest, B-site could already have been lost. In reality, you've now put this back to the 3v3.
Yeah, they wanted to change up, I think, because of Zershin, thinking that he could breach Mini. They could take it upstairs. Well, now they've got the hardest round possible if they're going to take A.
They're going to walk out hut just as Magix didn't clear it.
Oh, timing is there, though. Magix will be late to clear this back. It's a free frag.
Just missed it. And Jimmy with the instant headshot. So 6-1 MOUZ. The timing is critical.
I think Donk is up there watching if they come out the back of the site, and instead they scale in front of it. And yeah, it's a 1 second difference. Magix, to be fair to him, has had a couple of unlucky moments. It was an amazing Spink shot when he saw Spinks first, and this round as well. It's a little unlucky. That's sort of the game. I mean, Magix is like letting Donk take that over, so he doesn't even come back to look again, right?
Ooh, kill back from Donk. 2 headshots onto the top silo play after losing your secret cross. Ooh, wow. He does it again. He loves a smoke spam.
He does.
He's just got that killer instinct in him. So man advantage taken off of that. You know, we're saying like Donk's having a good game, but there hasn't been as much outer play. And they're gonna for sure put that bomb down uncontested. Fire and smoke on both sides of the base of ramp. I can't believe that walk. That's egregious. Towards you to plant bomb. As said, no challenge. As 3 players from ramp and eventually one to look to come down vent. But obviously scary, not knowing where anybody is. Magic's thinking maybe still some kind of lobby lurk. Whoa. Throwing nades out with your arm sticking out from the doorway. That could have been Zontix dead right then and there. Now the 2 kit players are Donk and Zontix. Zontix goes down instantly. No trade right behind him. So they're going to try to come at both doors from the same time. Good kill from Donk on the Opper. Misses his nade. He's going to get a bit of damage over towards the doorway, but his gun gets empty. Jimmy able to hold that back, and it's a late vent push, but so late that there's no time to defuse here.
Yeah.
CT's trying to get out, but they just burn that clock, and MOUZ will take the 7-1 lead despite Donk's best efforts with a 3K.
I think have all your kills in this situation. They don't get the round because Magic takes too much time to get downstairs. That's about the most that you can do.
Safe to say Xertion's turned it around.
That's true.
Struggling back on map 1. You know, one of the talking points that the Des brought up at the start of the series was just the way that there's not really like a 3rd star for Spirit, and like they want to see it happen. Well, there's the first kill for Zontix to really emphasize the lack of impact from anybody beyond Donk. Catches Xertion in main. Auto shot. He's going to let Magix down as he tries to press in. Chopper, ooh, in the rafters, gets the headshot the other direction. Torzy will not let him escape. So we go back 2v2 with just lobby control for MOUZ at a minute.
I feel like they're going to go late squeaky. This has been really good for them. Donk is just searching.
Keeping the pressure up. Through hut, he'll go.
It's possible they drop vent again. This would be a problem.
It's yet to get popped. So the moment he hears that, he still is not able to stop them. They're going to go stampeding down into the site. Do they hesitate once they get there? And yeah, they stall out. Torzy catching Donk on the timing. Great cover, considering you just left the bomb plant on his own for a moment, but it's within that one moment. Gonna need more kills right here than the rest of the game. And Zontix, he'll find that first one. Torzy misses. Big reposition from Brolin over towards stairs. Smoke for the bomb, and it's not planted for Brolin. This is going to get awkward. Zontix taps it once, trying to elicit a reaction, but no panic here for Brolin. He's going to take his sweet time on the wraparound. Fire at his feet now. It's going to have to be a spray through. Zontix going to try to defuse this, and okay. That's
hey, that's pretty good from Zontix.
That's one way to play it.
Reads exactly how Brolin's going to play it on the timing. Not much to do behind the molly.
Didn't help. And the money wavers here. Ooh, there's a push past Jimmy.
Oh, so awkward.
Zontix got past Jimmy. And
Donk's actually still watching the smoke, but he's trying to just bait here.
Yep, as if a CT's not inside of lobby, flanking around this outer setup. Now, you only have an MP9. Don't choke this. Brolin's been found out.
He's only got the MP9, so he does want to wait a little bit.
And how much more can he find from this? There's the bomb. There's one top. He's got vision on 3, so he'll take his shot. And he'll peel away. Real problem now for MOUZ. How the hell has this happened, they wonder?
Well, one guy spotted top mini. There's a chance for Shiro to make this even worse. Let's see. Oh.
Able to catch that other one who had to just lock in behind main. Frag grenade for the guy on the roof.
Oh, that's nice.
Zontix blows Spinks off the rooftop. And it's 4v2 from that one. So poor Jimmy kind of getting...
That was that's like a demo play, right? Because even Donk knows he's in the corner in the smoke. He's not properly watching that. Zontix just walks right through the right side.
Yeah, I love how Donk just really emphasizes the cell as well, spamming through it. And it's almost like if Donk gets that kill on Jimmy, if the lineup happens,
maybe
you start to become nervous about your flank. But the fact Jimmy doesn't die just sets up Zontix to finish off this round hook line and sinker. Time's going to expire. Torji's op saved. I mean, a silver lining, consider we just watched all the money get burned out. I said save. It's not a guarantee just yet. We'll see if Donk doubles back, but Torzy is hiding well. Spinks right behind Torzy at the moment in terms of kills. Chopper climbing down off hut. Fire at their feet. Spinks ahead of that. Full blind. Magic's just trying to stay alive, and he will.
Alive.
Chopper gives great cover.
Wow, that's incredible.
Magic's huge reposition.
And they blocked the vent.
This time Shiro body blocks it. Still bodies dropping and stomped on by Donk. But you've lost lower control. Brolin gonna put himself in a post plant 1v3 to close out the half. The fact he finally got by Shiro, but oh god, missed op shot twice!
2 missed op shots!
He jumps on him. Brolin gets the first of the 3. You've got Magic's low, but Magic's is just gonna waste no time, sticks the defuse. Okay, that's a round. That's a wrap. 5 for Spirit at the end of this half.
They also arguably got a little unlucky with some of their positions upstairs, so
Just unlucky, huh? Well, they're going to play the same tempo that MOUZ threw out in their T-pistol with this upper barrage. Kills don't come in instantly. Magic's going to try to help out. Donk gets his second, and Zontix has that hut push into sight to secure the plant and probably the pistol.
Oh, that's a momentum starter.
First pistol round win for Spirit this series.
Oh, they didn't win a pistol on Dust 2, and they still creamed him.
13-3. We can start forgetting about MOUZ having an edge over Spirit.
It's important to keep the competition alive, that's for sure. Oh, what a shot.
I said the free one.
Brolin enters the map. It's his 5th kill.
It's no surprise that there are more players outer. Utility, a dead giveaway, fire for the credit card peak. So you think Shiro should be on high alert for this left side blue box, but Magic's not going to waste much time here. Just jumping into the A site. Good damage on Donk. You've dropped him down to 50. If that 5-7 connects to the head fast enough, then this round could still get weird. Waiting for that main flank, hoping it comes through. Fake plant first. There's the swing out of Torzy. Predicted. Heaven player will connect. Zershan's able to drop down in the middle of all that. 2 versus 2. Both players here swinging hut into the Galil and Mac-10 of the last 2. So not bad, Spirit. A 4v5.
Had the nade out with the molly on the cross. Had him exposed for a little while. It looked like it was one of those situations that was too uncomfortable. And, oh, this flash is excellent. Spinks blind again kills Magic's.
Dude. Zontix
they have a lurk in place.
Lobby. This is a very strong position for Zershan to just lock off the B site. He'll turn back around, does a ton of damage, loses his support, but he's looking for his 3rd kill here. USP up, Chopper just can't get it quick enough. And now you've got Brolin just barreling down from the vents and a good cover from Spinks to kill Chopper. So this one fizzles out.
I think you had it, Connor.
We're considering going back up, right, for a second?
I think you had it there. The rotation was heavy downstairs. They had Zontix not seeing anybody go down the vent. But now, as we near the end portion of the round, there'll be a commitment here from Spirit, and there should be a commitment from the guys outside as well.
Spinks is going to walk up to try to interrupt this. Donk nade out. Ooh, but he jumps back around the corner, comes at the duel, and goes down. Spinks is hitting headshots. 13-9 at the moment. He's got cover inside vent, but he's content to just keep this pressure up. Chopper will kill his teammate upstairs, but you've got 20 seconds on this clock, a 3v3, and no bomb control, so you better hurry up. You've got to rush this now. Spinks behind the door, 3rd and 4, single-handedly destroys downstairs and soaks up the hope of Spirit. MOUZ back in the lead.
That was killer, man. Behind the door as it opened, guard down on the player coming down, control steps. Beautiful sequence out of Spinks.
All that's going to do is get Donk wound up. The kid's buying Kevlar with a Glock, so you know he wants in on the action. And Torzy falling away with the reload. That sets up the easy pickups. Double kill for Donk. As Spirit need a little X factor, he will be that.
And he takes the highway to Unbreakable. Jimmy waiting patiently for this peak, and he'll grab it.
That's a good response. Something for MOUZ to recover with. Brolin connecting the player up top main. Then Chopper gets his back turned to him. So man advantage maintained thanks to the in-game leader of Team Spirit. Spinks locks in behind vent, and Jimmy just floating on ramp.
We had no babysitters for Spinks last round, and he ended up winning it. These are 2 guys in a late round situation. It used to be just Jimmy sort of for MOUZ, right? He was the guy you wanted in a clutch. So I think the threat is here. We'll call this 2.5 versus Spirit, and they have their closer too. Oh, but that first spray is no good. Zontix dips underneath the ammo. Spinks up to the plate. And the late peek looks like it should work. Oh my God, he'll let this one go. Zontix can't be found either. At 30 seconds, something's going to be happening. But Spinks, how's he going to figure this out? Walking out, just grabbing Zontix, and now maybe there's a chance.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
When he pulled that AK back out,
seriously,
that crosshair was on the head. If he had a gun in his hands. Not disrupting these walls of smokes. MOUZ. Yes! That's what you want. Due to Donk, what he has done to you. Perfect timing on the spray. A second one there for Xerxin, but he just gets him to sprint into secret. He will still find his double kill. Spinks, util bounces past him. Shiro tries to lock this kill in.
He's going fast. Spinks is not moving, though. He knows something's up. And Torzy in a really key position. I mean, honestly, it doesn't get much better for MOUZ. They've been so great late round outside and
great crossfire.
Yeah.
And obviously Shiro's going to be looking for the kill in CT, but Spinks actually gives up his angle so much that now Shiro can creep
he's
beneath.
let the cross happen.
Did they play it too passive? Both players give up their angle. They've got no info.
Is he going to check this?
Walked across the screen. Shiro's little helmet was tiptoeing its way past him, and Torzy's staring at a box as Spirit are now in a man advantage with an A-site under wraps. You just slipped under Torzy's nose.
Yes, he did. And Torzy was assuming it was covered, right? He was assuming it was watched. He was assuming that I could let this happen because the reason that he's crouching underneath that is for a guy who's playing CT.
You see Chopper chucking some grenades through the roof, I think. And it's going to be MOUZ to make a move. Magic's eyes on the crosshair. Jimmy peeks right in, kills him. No support at all. They're all starting to peel back, and Donk just still remains floating around in
technically don't know he's crossed. They have a feeling, but they don't know for sure.
Spinks gets the kill on Squeaky. That's the next player also found out. His feet burning, down to 30. Donk is still sitting downstairs. You think, what, Shiro's going to try to come join you? If you can just get into the vent, that's one thing.
He shot at nothing.
Brolin lets them know exactly where he's at. Damage up from heaven. Jimmy helps, and Brolin cuts off bombs.
It was a
Spirit
bait.
have openings, a little MP9 spray, hook, line, and sinker.
He shoots at the vent. Maybe he does or doesn't bait, but it works as one. There's a guy in heaven covering him perfectly. And even though Donk made this cross so early, he'll die in the vent too.
That's gross.
Okay, Cyclone waited to use the pause.
Really prepared for what felt like it could have been another fast A play. That's why we see so many bodies inside this site for MOUZ. Look at this. You've got 4 players on the floor. 3, excuse me. You open up smoke.
Just to get your teammate killed.
Right? Who gets exposed? Who's locked in with who in that instance? Xerxin still dropping utility to try to, give himself some room to wiggle around in. Spinks, we saw that fantastic 4K when he single-handedly defended this lower site. A heads-up duel to Donk is what it started with. Brolin catching a kill back on Chopper could be big. We get evened out. There's the contact for Spinks. He's not going to try to force the issue. Instead goes running back. Then he holds the line with just the one. Xerxin queued up as he tries to lend a helping hand. It's Shiro and Magic's on the approach now. Shiro not with an op. Pressuring Xerxin back. That's 2 players inside B. Brolin alone, and Zontix would have him pinned if he knew his position.
Now the bomb's walking back upstairs. Why? Because they know that upstairs is light. Brolin here, opposite vent. Normal position to play late round. 30 seconds. They can approach him slowly.
Brolin starts taking a look around these sides. Takes a glance out. Now Zontix caught. It's a bit of damage. It's Brolin low standing on this A site, but Spirit don't want to announce where they're at. Jimmy's got to try to get up this ladder, and so that's an added layer of defense for Upper at 10 seconds. Jimmy will come help Brolin when he needs it. They're slow, and as they just get peeled apart inside of main, this one's denied. MOUZ again will take Nuke to OT.
Yeah, there's a late game moment here for Brolin from the opposite vent.
Or as he drops smoke on Squeaky, Spinks keeping his head down. Ooh, goes in, huge damage. Spinks with a second kill on that.
That's enormous.
You love the killer instinct. Just as easily could have peeled away instead to just make sure you don't die. But Zontix,
he heard him drop out of hut or out of heaven, excuse me. He knows Torzy's up there too. Heard that scope.
What can he do?
Free kill. But
main, yes, Brolin over towards the vent, won't be found out, back turned over, and Brolin's gonna continue to be a nuisance inside this upper defense. Torzi decides not to go out into the open. Brolin pressured out into a new position. Heaven support now down. Brolin can't do it any further. Here comes Jimmy on and off. And with a frag in front of him, the 1v1 left at half health. You've got Magix with bomb in hand to fake
another
the peek.
nade.
Jimmy nades out, but that's fine. It's the 5-7 to make the difference. Jimmy running with risky business. Jimmy the Opper.
yeah.
A rare treat. Fast one. Oh, they're gonna try to crank that tempo again. Spinks holds the line on Squeaky. Then just runs into the smoke. That temporary cover enough to keep him up. Frag grenade to chip damage too. That's still bomb on site though. Nice move from Spinks. Quick on the tempo to flank back around this hut to attack the bomb site. Shiro with a nade out. Oh, you gotta hold it. And he will. Then he turns. Heaven clears him. Jimmy back in with it. Insertions wallbang's gonna push Chopper to the clutch.
They heard him.
So outnumbered. Heaven player dead first. Chopper beckons them in. Come get it. Smoke grenade will cool him off. He's got to wrap back around and it's a tough one. Time is not against him. It's just all the way through. Torzi on the defuse. Chopper's clutch fizzles out.
Yeah, no chance for that. From 10-8 to 14-12 here for MOUZ. They have made it all the way back.
Looking to sweep it. Donk right in for the Heva entry. You've got an Opper in sight supported by Spinks.
Wow, that's amazing from Spinks. Perfect awareness right there.
He's been rock solid. He is outperforming Donk at the moment. That quad kill lower really told you what he could do. Torzi, low health, will not be spammed out. The cover from his teammates has kept Torzi in this as long as it has. Finally toppled, this time by Zontix.
Oh, he didn't see it?
He did. Just didn't capitalize on the moment. Still Brolin into the peak with high alert, knowing he had that edge, and now Magic surrounded soon enough. Not to mention, bomb is still outside of lobby over towards spawn. So what were you gonna make of that? It was an all-in moment here from Spirit. One that didn't feature bomb. Magic's 1 kill deep in this 1v3. Still not playing for bomb control, looking to catch anybody else that's breathing down his neck.
It's a much harder and much longer round if he tries to get this plant off. 2 players still alive. At least he can't audibly reload in this position, and Brolin's finding a nice safe position to hold this from. Magic's 63 HP.
CT's actually joined up outside for the moment.
I mean, I guess if there was a way to attack the upper side, it would be through hut right now.
He's got a smoke and a flash as well, Magix. If he blocks off main, that could slow them down from the retake. If he does it, gets into the backside, Brolin doesn't come around to check it. He's gonna drop the smoke to cover the plant. He's gonna emerge from this before they can fully attack him. Eats a bit of that flash. This is very disorienting if you're Magix, and so he gets spammed down by Brolin. Made way too easy by the util. Flawless defense here for MOUZ and OT.
And they're playing so hard right now. Every player is swinging a bit better. We even have... It's kind of dangerous. Does Donk take a timing to peek this? He might.
Ooh, off the flash. Doesn't move.
No, not yet. Here in the ramp play as well.
Zontix knows they've already managed out.
There it is.
Bit of damage for Xertion, but head popped.
This is crazy brave from Zontix.
Sticks around and it's worth it. Double kill. Not able to get the third as they topple down on him, and it's just going to be the follow-through rush downstairs, but they left the bomb.
And they just smoked themselves out by accident.
Yeah, one of the 2 players that dies drops bomb, so you should never win this. We will keep a glimmer of hope here for MOUZ as they scoop that bomb back up. Your 1 lower player left for Spirit is Donk, although low, 14 health. And his teammates not close enough to help. So if Donk dies, that bomb goes down. Shiro's going to keep the pressure up by clearing from behind.
1 nade into control side. Oh, and Torzi gets spotted. I mean, they don't have time to come and clear this again. Shiro is in a great spot.
Yeah, you'd think he's got backs turned to him. It should be hook, line, and sinker, and it will be. Bomb down now. Jimmy can't really cross sight back without having to deal with Donk, so they will finish it off. The life on that round gets sucked out thanks to Zontix. Good, solid hold for one of the players that maybe wasn't able to contribute back in regulation. Not on the CT side. That ramp room fell. Utility drops in. Magix instantly bails off the position. They can hear him burning, so he steps out into the gunfight. Drops one. Chopper's chance to shine is, oh, they come through, still burning. Jimmy taking a fast timing as the Heaven fight also starts to unfold. Brolin's one kill shouldn't be enough. Fast swap out from Shiro. It's man advantage here in the post plant. MOUZ just cranked that dial, swarm into sight again. The pressure immense. And with Jimmy eyes above, down goes Shiro. Donk has to do it on his own, and the nade's gonna make it all the harder. Not to mention, you've got this insurance policy of an eventual Heaven wrap. Jimmy giving up the kill site's gonna bolster Donk's confidence, but the Heaven player, why would he ever be expected? Donk's so fixated on Hut towards Squeaky, but bomb's also not planted. Won't be a problem. Torzy's the closer. Heavy impact, despite not the most amount of frags for MOUZ's Opera. This series going the distance yet again, Ancient where it ends once more. Using that smoke over the top. Fast push up through Donut, dude. Zero resistance for this A site because it is just banking on Jimmy. And he has missed the timing on Chopper. Now, he hears the players from the bomb site, but he won't expect Chopper to be this close because the only footsteps he heard were the guys coming from site.
They knew he was
Chopper,
there.
who had wrapped around. In fact, this whole pistol feels like they knew where everybody was.
True.
The fact they confidently ran out through mid to Donut. You don't anticipate Xertion being an elbow, so the retake's still on. You can't calculate this part of the round now, can you? And unfortunately for the T's, this actually compromises Donk. You can see how suddenly everybody kind of panic repositions. This isn't the post plant they were hoping for, but it's still looking like they could pull it off. Donk and Shiro V2, Xertion, all 3 kills, that's 4! On for the ace, as he figures out Chopper's position. Spinks, 10-second stick, low health, oh God, he stands tall, but the kit, the lack of kit decides this. It's Spirit's pistol.
Oh, Xertion could have both had the ace in the round with 1 kill right there. So much pressure on his shoulders, man.
Donk out middle, not out. Just taking a look. Waiting for Chopper's arrival. He's the first set of eyes for Spirit on middle. Jim Pat, full blind, still stands, covered by Xertion. And that Heaven swings a little bit late. No way, Chopper double headshot. Brolin with the MP9. Fast answers. We got layers. Everybody ready to pounce. And now they're so far removed from those first kills. Look at your radar, folks. All those X's stacked up. Zontic's reading this. Zontic's waiting for that flank.
He's waiting for Spinks at 1:11 coming around through the spawn. That's sweaty. Shower time, Zontix. 28 HP. And Shiro, oh, he kind of needs that. And he grabs it. 31 health for him. Close calls all the way through. This round ends in mid. If they rush mid, and it's always an important question to ask yourself because you're going to be fully prepared for it on a gun round. With all the utility, there's no reason for the CTs not to fight this in some way.
Magic's trying to cross over. Tagged up slightly. Xertion down behind him on the climb up. Flash not good enough to blind Xertion. It's a little labored to kill Chopper. If he peeks over, Jimmy's got it held by red, so he tries to get the bank nade, and that's not enough to kill him.
They're just too scared about the way that they could try to get these trades, and will there be a jump first? No, Donk just goes to the swing. Nice. Easy for Torzy.
Jimmy back into the action, confirming the last 2 players bottom mid. And they had a reason to be cautious because he was right. If he peeks over to try to clear Xertion from down beneath him.
And now I probably have to die. Right?
Maybe not.
Oh, and the smoke to threaten the A split. There's no main push. There's no donut as well. So the CTs are going to be worried about this.
Brolin's still concerned about Cave. Has good reason to be. Also, just kind of take a look over on long. There he goes. First death for Shiro, and the round comes with it. Now it's all about Zontix just trying to hang on to the Kalashnikov.
Brolin didn't have a great nuke, but up until the final rounds, and he got a couple of really big moments.
Oh, good. Feels like he is in the zone. I know what this looks like. I'm going to call this the B hit. All in instantly. Here comes
no molly
Spirit.
on the ramp, nothing.
Keeping it simple, huh? Off of the tack pause, straight up rush. We saw this back on Nuke with the upper A hits, but Brolin's going to find what could be a critical wall bang. Before bomb can go down, Chopper has to double back. He will plant safe.
T's don't have log control, but they're smoking for short. They have this cross watch now. They're going to flash through it.
Zontic trying to dodge it, does so well, and then eats the second, but recovers vision fast enough. Spinks goes down alongside Xertion. And one of them has been playing well.
So essentially dodging the first flash is enough here for Zontix. Just playing anti is great away. Oh! Making a movie.
Go
6
on.
and 1. So the best part about this is Brolin getting his kill through the wall. That was cute, but the problem is, man, not a single piece of utility down the ramp at all. And I mean, you can't really trust the mollies, but no double nade behind it, no players watching it. No one with a smoke to right-click it as they're shoulder spotting or anything like that.
Yeah.
They simply allowed this to happen. Oops. And actually, MOUZ haven't pushed down the ramp with Exertion. Their Xertion's going to be spamming, but I think they're just going to commit through this.
There's a lot of bodies on this site, though, already flanking around through middles. Spinks his first kills connecting, and Brolin, very little cover here for him to work with. 2 players behind that pillar. Chopper slow wrap out with a Tech 9. Decided not to buy this round, for the record. Kept his $4,000 and wanted to play with the pistol instead. Feels like MOUZ's caution for Red Room.
They're going to try to jump by.
It. They will jump past the angle. Nobody even saw it. They're going to hear it, obviously. So Xertion and Jimmy up inside A main, but bomb site itself will not be held. Donk, that solo AK has found its first victim, but that main control, wow, drive-by from Zontix. And still you at least have Xertion back here. Same position to try to hold on to. The hero AK with 1. How many more?
No one's coming through Temple.
Flash goes too far. Torji kills Shiro. There it is!
Oh.
A little more, but not enough. Torji with the last shot of the round.
That's clutch.
And 17 health makes the difference. Nearly a single AK round win for Spirit, denied at the final hurdle.
That was the best use of Donk and the most clutch shot out of Torji.
Close enough this time that if they go for the jump, he should still be able to hit one if he's got the tracking skill for it. But instead, they just pop into him. Oh, triple from the Tech 9. Okay. Sidearm a little better for the situation. Luckily had a teammate with him. That's a second one from Donk's Eagle. And he misses his chance to just strike down Brolin, so he is dead alongside Zontix, but still a scary one for MOUZ.
It's been a great game in terms of scary rounds, late round moments from both teams.
His life flashes before his eyes when that first player jumps. Now out middle again, great util to turn that one away. Spirit have kind of been posturing in elbow a few rounds, but we haven't had these like just straight up swings. They finally try to truly force the issue, and they eat nades every step of the way. Zontix down to 2 health. Chopper sits on 50. Brolin still with a good amount of B control is going to try to press his luck. Opera's on him.
Whoa.
Shiro, free kill delivered to him. We go back even 3v3.
Yeah, it was, yeah, as you pointed out, 4v3.
They pass the Molotov to Shiro. They pass the op over to Zontix. That bomb as well on the opper in the back. Spinks looking for timing on this hold.
He took some damage on
Chopper
the foot.
first. Doesn't win the duel, but the trade's good from Shiro. Not working with the trusty op. Still, great impact so far this map from Shiro.
Torzi has a full kit of utility. Not going to use it just yet, though.
Op duel not favoring Zontix as he shows shadow around that corner. That's just information for Shiro to calculate. He swings on the op, but won't be able to capitalize. Does he go? Yeah, right in. And Torzi ready for it. Forcing his feet forward.
Blast TV are believing in Spirit ending this game. I can understand why, even on the low buys, they've made it close.
They've definitely lost that like oomph that the start of the T side had. This could help.
Oh, that nade doesn't.
Could have been on the money. That may have finished Donk. If he gets anything else, you think that frag grenade could have finished him. Magic's, oh, that's Magic's first kill, and then Donk with the smoke spam if the nade.
Man referenced oomph right before this. They just brought it back. They go with the same attack, just a bit more oomph, Connor. They literally, it's like the same thing. They dress it up a little different. They get the kills this time. I wonder if he's just going to literally walk through this or not. So there have been a lot of moments for MOUZ where there's just no one here. Zontix, ooh, that's just perfect. Not a bullet of damage from Jimmy.
Damn, usually Jimmy's a bit of a god in this position.
Yeah, I mean,
not having his half.
I guess that's part of it. He's always there. He's always pushed up A main, so fair enough.
Zontix very much ready for it. And certainly having a better half than Jimmy. We're going to throw Magic's under the bus. Jimmy's right there with him. Double cave setup. They haven't really found fights in cave like this
That's
We'll
true.
see if the changeup for MOUZ can catch them off guard. They waited for the final round of the half to just allocate Spinks to the deepest corner, but he kind of jumps the gun.
Yeah, it's very safely held.
With Donk still all the way pushed up through Red Room, you know you've got options open, so now we start to see that bomb double back. Xerxion's going to be operating on his own, but he's peeling away thinking B's probably the intended target. If he's not careful, he'll back up into Donk. Instead, he's going to play that sight box. What if he mows down the donut push? Donk's going to show himself. Now, Zontic's cover is limited, but he's also got a smoke in front of the 3 players that have to come through. Donk's going to come help, and Donk could very well just do it all. 2 kills to his name, finally activates late through red, and that should be enough to siphon out one more round on this half. Yes, sir, 7 established. Team Spirit at the tail end of the attack. Sprinkle in 2 more and put MOUZ on high alert.
Now he just came running into our room like, guys, you'll never believe this.
Ladders. Thank you,
That's a
Maui,
nice find, yeah.
for clipping it and shipping it and letting us highlight it. Save from beyond the grave. And now in with a pistol. Team Spirit, honestly, losing pistols to start this series. Trying to collect one here to kick off the defensive side well. Fast on the donut flank already. Xerxion's got 1 player dead, and Shiro waiting to get these Berettas going. Oh, it's just a clean sweep. 4 immediate kills from MOUZ. They put that bomb down. They felt like they were caged. Turns out Spirit locked in with the beast.
Kept this one simple, jumped around every corner, readied up for that A attack. Zontix couldn't hit his bullets, and, well, no one could, honestly. Only Spinks goes down to Shiro.
Game on.
Yeah. We got a real one. They're going to come in manually clear it.
Just missed his timing, which is usually his strengths. Oh, Zontix wins the duel.
Yeah, it's a little messy. Xerxion shoots too early, even though Zontix showed himself.
And Xerxion's been playing so well, so slight gap in the cleanliness of the kill. Chopper inside cave gets bested straight up by Jimmy. Magic's full blind, but Brolin
Doesn't clear it properly.
And that just sets up Shiro easily, stuck in the corner, but good to deliver a second. Spirit looking to instantly answer that 8th with their own. A wide swing out into the cave to finish. Donk's got the trade. Brolin jumps with gun behind him.
That's a brutal mistake. And again, it's early into the half, but the money implications are there. Turns it into a B rush.
Gonna try to just overwhelm Chopper. Fireball is beat.
That cover is beautiful out of Magic.
He's got another one up next. Brolin gets revenge. Double tech 9 kill here for Brolin. Frag softens him down to half health. Fire's gonna force him to reposition, but you've got a smoke in front of this pack. The entire team of Spirit sits behind this, and it's just enough room for Brolin to outreach and grab that M4. Are they gonna save?
I think, another smoke comes in super deep. They're still thinking about running through this, but, you know, it will have to be through a smoke, essentially.
Incendiary does nothing. They try to pop it. Flash does find its target. Brolin's got a triple. Here comes Donk. Won't be able to get the better of both. And Shiro's off. Surely too valuable. Brolin makes up for it.
Dude, those are the entries, man. Again, he makes up for it entirely. It was his mistake. It was a small one. It just had large implications, or should have.
The moment, though, you are, because of your fallback to Donut, kind of still leaning 3A, but you were. Donk actually leaves.
And the setup. Shiro, they walk into it.
Right, easy shadow for Shiro. Zontix holds his with the MP9. Double kill towards mid.
Wow, round's dead just like that.
How?
They
How
know
does that fall so flat?
the split's coming in. It's the perfect setup for Shiro, for sure. I don't know how Zontix gets his, but and Shiro gets another no op down. Oh, that's brutal, man. Again, it's a round that's forced here from Spirit, and they come up spades.
Man, we've had some really action-packed rounds, and then this one's just a calamity.
Yeah, like no rounds have been this decisive.
Right, yeah. MOUZ absolutely zero footing. I mean, I say zero footing. They took over middle. They were feeling confident. They thought they had that bomb site primed to be split. Little shadow tease. Torji, 30 seconds to try to hang on. There's 2. Go for it.
They immediately rearrange. Chopper even goes to think about the B site just in case Torzi wants to try something. But I just don't think he has the time. Yeah, site's too far away.
Just rips their heads off, and look where it leaves them. Look at the economy. Dude, that's the round. That's the round that could have huge ramifications. Spirit looking for the double digits off it. Donk, you know he's going to try to charge you down if he thinks there's blood in the water.
That was an excellent seamless run boost. Do they kill him?
Blind
no, they don't.
Donk and Zontix hold down to the bottom of mid. Here's the late answer out of Brolin with the double tech 9 kill. Looking for a gun as the Opper misses 2 shots.
And I think he's kind of worried. Shiro just wants to get rid of this problem because even though it's a 3v2, Bomb gets spotted.
And now he waits in.
Shrek. He waits in Shrek.
Wow.
Would need a call out.
I never thought this would be a relevant position, and
part of the reason
we're
calling it Shrek is because you said we'd never have to use it. All right, and here we are.
We do.
What a key position Shrek has become.
Yes, it has. Chopper catching him off guard. You never see it coming. And now Brolin, 3 kills into the round, on for the ace at 50 seconds. Bomb can be grabbed if not for Magix locking that in. And I kind of tried to hype that like Magix dies because he was 4-14 when he takes that fight just now.
Right.
On the map that dictates who steps forth into playoffs, there is still chance for him to recover. Donk off the timing again. Xerxion's been a little faster than Donk's anticipated. Shiro's gonna catch Brolin.
Oh, that's all the way back in the default.
Damn.
He was just watching the bomb, and Xerxion, I mean, Donk's gonna corroborate Donut with smoke, so Xerxion's gotta get this kill, and he does.
Wow. Nice adjustment. Magic's hoping he'd catch him off guard. Suddenly the back of this B site feeling a little hot. So Chopper's going to approach it, but has to do it with caution, has to consider every corner. Shiro's going to kill one back on Cave. Chopper makes steps, and now if Xerxion times this swing correctly, he could catch them kind of jumbled up on each other.
Yeah, they look a little uncomfortable at the moment.
Surely, I mean, they know this squeeze could come at a moment's notice, but Xerxion's taking so long that they're just going to play for sight instead. Torzi's got 2 players up front.
Sphinx kills him.
Team kill, and now finally Xerxion's going to make his move, but after all of that, he only gets active in the 1v4.
I think he needed to be, even if he dies, if he's the one who swings right there, then they can get out of Cave, shoot someone in the back, or at least take space at the same time. But Xerxion, I think he feels he makes some presence and then doesn't want to be involved. I get why you're patient. He's out of vision. He doesn't know exactly what they're doing, and he's assuming that they're holding him. But in reality, Chopper didn't know that he took a step forward, right? Chopper thought that he was hiding somewhere within CT spawn or in the window room somewhere.
Not working with the best tools for the job. MOUZ, they found a little space out middle. You know, considering Xerxion was able to take over Red Room in multiple moments, makes sense to put more bodies behind that. He's working with the Galil, but caught on the climb up. Shiro has been playing excellently as well. Right there with Donk. 21 kills established off that one. The nice thing here for MOUZ is at least they've got footing inside Cave, so to step forward with a smoke in front of you could very well put this bomb down. Yeah, and then just hope to God Sphinx is able to use that best weapon of the 4 remaining players to hang on to the retake. A retake that won't feature too much utility, but a very key incendiary still for Shiro that could flush players right into these rifles. I mean, the edge is clearly Spirits. They go swinging in and triple kill. A quad straight for MOUZ. All of the advantage was theirs for the taking. You can see the damage that was done. Shiro has to tuck tail and go. How do MOUZ pull that off?
I don't know. Look at the X's on the map. It was the exact fight that MOUZ were ready for, but they decided not to approach too heavily. Instead, they waited for what they knew was going to be retake utility and took a bunch of fights. Obviously, a lot of that has to do with aim, but they at least didn't overcommit to pushing. Maybe if they turn the corner, that's where it goes wrong.
Kind of gives Xerxion a warning.
No, but that's fine. Hey, here, even Donk, it's like, oh, why is he fighting this if there's someone holding?
Now here comes Sphinx. Instant headshot on Magix. And you've got Chopper surrounded. Brolin's coming up that ramp in a moment. Sphinx gets a double from the bottom of the board with a double kill. Finally able to have something to be proud of. Xerxion, the late activation, catches the rotation, and it's gonna go overtime surely. Zontix, a measly 3 HP. If it was not for Brolin, this is done. And when he pulls off that Tech 9 round, MOUZ barely celebrate, realizing what's ahead of them as they overwhelm it 3 rounds in a row. They take that B site.
Yeah, Xerxion got into the window again, but this time he's not too slow. Perfect move from him. And between the Brolin entries and the 2 B site players having 8 kills each, you can understand why This has been a successful bout for them. Oh, and Dunk goes down through the smoke.
Zontic's now in a critical position, but as he climbs up, Searchin's going to attack him from behind to 9.
Oh, it's a bad spray.
But a second layer. Jimmy comes in from behind as well, and that tiptoe through smoke.
And however, with Magic's pushing all the way through, Chopper, surely he's got to start to make it over here. Shiro, some damage, but no kill.
He'll switch over to the cave exit instead. No reason for Spinks to really jump out. It's an incendiary for Torzi. That's going to burn him down significantly.
Oh, but he commits.
You've now softened up 3 players and you drop Brolin. It's going to have to be Jimmy's health bar full. And so he trades out after 2. Chopper getting a double's good. I mean, it's a huge edge here for Spirit in the health. And then a nice passive approach from Shiro gets the edge back taken. It is Spinks on 16.
He's so low.
He has struggled so long.
Magic's to clear out the whole flank.
And so he is stuck here in cave, and they should damn well know it. Magix could get on top of that bomb, and it's going to force Spinks into the open, dead to the hands of Shiro. Spirit finally with some success on B.
It has to be in overtime. That's where they get the round, and somehow it's this one of all rounds. The round where MOUZ's staging was perfect. That was they almost gave up.
Brolin not wasting time here. Runs up to the front of A. Keeps the pressure up. That's 3 players focused on the A site instead. So Zershin, thinking he can cross out middle once more, will do so by blasting away Donk.
Oh, and they almost got 2. But Brolin's not going to move until someone else makes contact because it's MOUZ who are up a player.
Frees up Zontix to go, right? Zontix was given utility to come bolster this B site. Chopper's going to find contact ramp, but
that's just...
yeah, not beautiful.
Yeah, again, between him and Magic, it's not been great, and Shiro misses one.
Spinks burning ever slightly. Magic's still not given a duel, waiting for that swing over. Bombs from Cave, though, so Spinks can just hold this line. Jimmy can plant that bomb with confidence, knowing nobody's going to swing up and deal with him. Magic's being in this corner could catch Spinks off guard, but it's still such a difficult spot to get anything done, and he starts to stomp around, announcing the retake's not too far away. They'll boost inside of Cave. That's going to be a good angle for Jimmy. Spinks draws the attention over. Jimmy actually goes down, but Torzi through the smoke as he pops it open. Guarantees what has been the success of MOUZ once more. This B site with their name stamped on it.
Ooh, man, and they break the trend.
Some of the more successful B-holds has just been when Donk has thrown up heaven, when Donk is able to slam them from outside caves. Here goes Brolin. He was aggressive with it last time. And once again, just doing a great job of trying to sell this, but Chopper eats a flashbang, dead beautiful on B again. And look at all that early pressure applied by Brolin. Understaffed B site once more. Magic's trying every time to do something here to hold them back as reinforcements arrive in time to trade. And that bomb gets sent back down ramp. There's still so much time. Neither team with information anywhere else on the map, so Donk will do what he does best. Goes forward into fight. Shiro slams Dorji. And that's bomb dropped on the ramp. 1v2 for Brolin.
Oh, just a couple of missed moments. Brolin, full HP, lots of time left over, bomb in hand, and 2 Spirit players searching.
Separated.
Zontic's jumping up, getting spotted, and getting killed.
20th frag for Brolin, up on the angle. Right, Shiro, close enough. Well, honestly, luckily, they have a closer.
Yeah, and also, like, Brolin's like, what is he doing there? Zontic's jumping up.
It felt like more of a commitment.
And it's a small thing, but MOUZ missed a second flash as they were trying to get up the ramp.
Ouch. Devil is in the details. Now we swap back over. MOUZ to the defense. Torzi on the line. 22 kills to his name, but give Donk a chance to entry, and he will dominate this bomb site, making the defense feel like Chopper and Magic's. 28 frags now to Donk's name, completely overwhelming this to just lock in an early 15th round win. Yeah. Spinks gonna go down empty-handed. Shiro also 1 for the road. Jimmy, last man standing, is delivered 2 kills in a 1v5.
And there are a couple of players who are low. Chopper tagged up a bit.
Might as well play for this.
Nothing to lose. Go for it.
He's got the smoke. He's got the kit. Blocks off Cave first. It's a double up over towards ramp. Frag comes out, which means now he can cross for free. Gets that 3rd frag, but the wall bang's good. Tries his damnedest. Has to. His teammates left him everything to do.
I mean, it's hard to give anyone else credit right now. Donk is on Insane. He just took out Torzy. Raw duel. Torzy's holding for this ramp push. Perfect pre-aim right to the dome. Barely could even click, and Brolin, who has been his nemesis, gets taken out next. Again, the MOUZ CT side has been a lot less B ramp pushes and this was a problem for them in the first half. Leaving that open, looking for the late mid control. Torzy gets his on Donk.
Love that. With Donk dead, who steps up?
A play does look viable.
They're going to emphasize main instead, triple main.
Yeah, and with no donut to run to. It could come down to Magix if they fight him.
20 on the clock, and we've seen this setup before from MOUZ, right? 2 players towards Donut. Magix doesn't see that coming, almost dies by opening up his own smoke, and that would have been all the attention turned towards main, where now Chopper is trying to exit with success.
The time.
Down low, time expires. Nothing that they can do about that.
Oh.
No donk, no round win.
They could have moved a little faster right there. I mean, Magix blows open the smoke, but they needed to scale out of A. That's not even his fault. He took control of Donut, and yeah, when he blows it open, doesn't look to see if anybody's in there.
Torzy's going to be allowed this angle.
And Donk's on the op.
Just sitting here, ready for it. Lands that. Zontic's now on 62.
Donk, does he die here? No.
More utility on top of it. He is locked in that corner with the op. Nothing he can really do at 45. B player is still not going to move. They've got 3 guys inside sight, and Magix drops the ball on the other side of the map. A little bit of movement in the Donut players as they hear
back.
that stomp over towards elbow. Zontix, what are you going to do about this? Torzy's locked in on you. The 7th chance to close this series, to lock in Lisbon, and it's uninspired again. They just limped their way into a stacked A site that MOUZ refuse to lose. Donk will get 1 kill as he's the last player to step up from it. MOUZ have been against the wall many a time in this series. 8 seconds, denied. MOUZ just had to wait because Spirit don't have what it takes to close this now.
No, they really don't. They've shown this over and over again now. They just cannot close.
I mean, I can sympathize with Donk's frustrations. They were standing on the finish line and then yanked back by a triple Tech 9.
But that's got to be the
Fast
recipe.
peek.
Oh my God.
Zontic's Chopper dead. First round of OT2, and that's Jimmy in the background with the kill over towards mid. Not a bit of success here.
Oh, they got
nothing
smacked.
for Spirit to be proud of. Now MOUZ power up.
That's amazing combat opping from Torzy.
Dude, Torzy's been the fire in this squad tonight. You know, even when that triple tech happened, right? They kind of like couldn't believe it for a second. They were stunned. And he tried to crank that dial to remind them, you are in this. And it is playoffs on the line.
And that's how Dog dies. 72 damage to a molly. Headshot on the cross from Jimmy. Won't spend too much time waiting around.
The defender's in the right position here. Spinks into the corner. Lets Brolin take the contact. And Brolin may not even need help. Zontic's kind of stuttering to try to trade this. And the ramp player is still burned out by Torzy. He puts fire at their feet. Spinks doesn't even move. Spirit with Donk dead do absolutely nothing.
Oh man, I hate that that's true. I hate that that's true, but it has been.
Single kill for Shiro here in a 1v5. Denied after the 1.
And the fact is that Shiro is having an amazing game, but it's set up by the opening kills. So Donk once again becomes the limiting factor.
Chopper manages to get out elbow at least, but operating on his own. Torzy's gonna go for the ramp play, and he is just not missing. But Donk is close enough to go for trade.
And there it is.
I mean, if not Donk, then nothing. It should be no surprise. Chopper wins the lurk fight out towards middle. Donk's dead now to Zershin. Zershin just came up into short.
Oh.
And he's got Shiro pinned in behind the site pillar. It's got a low HP Brolin dead now. That flank from Chopper arrives in time, and Shiro's there to close it. It's 1 on the T side in second OT.
Wow, just so happens to be the round that Donk comes up, gets the 2 entries inside B. With the rest of the team at the moment, it's pretty much the only way that they've been winning. But again, now that it's CT side, new set of problems here for MOUZ.
Magix wants this fight right into it. You love that. He gets the dink too, so he knows there's someone in it. Can't quite figure out where he got off to, but he knows Spinks is low.
Yeah, he could calm this. Spinks smartly just switches places with him.
It's crazy that Spinks is alive. Anything that he can make happen here. If Chopper drops the ball.
I mean, they have to have called
Chopper
this thing.
dies to a 7 HP.
Okay.
That would be insane. And so it doesn't happen. The ball's on Magic's.
But they know Magic's
score line to go that aggressive out through cave. Information goes both directions. Like you said, they know he's there, and it's going to be Shiro to try to come and bolster the site as Chopper allocates himself inside cave. Awkward one here for Shiro. Does he try to press out? Because you've got Jimmy making noise right next to you. Up close and personal, drops him. Bomb can be planted here from Torshi. Zershid's going to cover the cave. Donk just streamlines his way forward, and then the Opera connects. Torsi, one more shot to take that 18th. Welcome Zontix forward, but he turns. And as he does, the CT ever closer. Oh, a missed shot. Down to 15. Left or right, that's the question. And when? Torsi waits, and the swing comes through. Ooh. Finally getting the Opera to miss a shot. Spirit to tie at 17.
Oh, just had to hit that shot. Can understand why it's hard to contain that one. Oh, and Donk dies again inside middle.
Trades there, but the exchange goes back to MOUZ's favor. Jimmy ready to come out through smoke. You know what happens when Donk dies. Team Spirit loses.
Yeah, quite often.
Unless
at least they don't have
course correct.
It's like at least they don't have to have him going for entries this time. Shiro, oh, won't hit that. Brolin between the eyes.
Brolin has found success inside this B site. Will do so again. Gets past the Opper. And the two underperforming players of Spirit left inside the site, where it looks like Brolin's just going to try to carve out more information. All the information, his for the taking.
All right.
As Magic's. That's not going to work.
That's not going to work. He has the nades to support him on his opening kills.
Fast again, fast again! 3 players out mid.
Oh,
Wild
baby.
spray, but he still gets it, and Jimmy still trades. It's the same formula that pieced together last round. Man advantage off of it.
Oh, and he wants to go forward. Oh,
this
that
time
flash.
he won't miss, but A-site prime for the taking. Look at the tempo that Brolin's got to throw out. Shiro, he's not going to arrive in time to stop Brolin from crossing over towards the temple entrance. But now maybe Spink steps forth unsuspecting. Yeah, I mean, you've got a nade out. Torsi didn't know about Shiro. He's going to miss the chance to kill the next one.
They must know someone's crossed. We'll see if they're aware of it.
Brolin's getting ever closer. Shiro, he's let his guard down. And Brolin's timing again, whether it's B-side or A, comes in with conviction. And the one thing MOUZ haven't wasted are match points. 0 for 7, Team Spirit. MOUZ 2v2 right here, right now. You've got Magic's back, spotted, burnt out, nothing he can do about it. Brolin, what's the call?
They feel like they can't plant yet. They've established on Donut. It's Spirit who are rearranging. Both coming in from CT spawn. A smoke to work with.
Dude.
A double donut play might not work, so Brolin expands.
But there's a frag grenade. A frag grenade if that smoke is dropped in front of Spinks. And if he can serve up enough of a distraction that eventually Brolin can get here, but Brolin you'd think is gonna have to run. Spirit trying to get us into a third OT, but just enough time burned off of this. Now you've got Chopper on the bomb. Brolin's gotta activate. Sitting duck. There is the trade back. Spinks, he's still alive. He's still alive, and he lets him defuse this. No way.
Oh, he just sticks it. Pros don't fake.
The game goes on.
We reset.
A third one needed. This time Donk isn't the first casualty of the round.
He is so blind.
He will lose Zontix. On the fallback, you know they're gonna chase. Brolin trying to come at him with the fire in hand.
Molly's no good.
Nah, smoke still over towards elbow. That'll keep the op off Donk's back for now.
Gives him a way out too.
And he'll exit fully. Safely tucked in red room, smoke in front of Spinks.
Donk, is he just gonna take a timing peek? That's the question. Torsi's holding the wrong angle, but his flicks have been tremendous in this game.
It's not if, it's when.
There it is. Too hard to hit.
Torsi a sitting duck.
Oh, and
Chopper's
Chopper gets
got a
hit.
fast one. Spinks activates. He's still got Jimmy behind him to grab bomb, but a dink's gonna tell you that he's closing the distance. Swapping over to the op now is Spinks.
Okay.
He's got Chopper in front of him. That much he knows. Donk is also moving forward, but the trades come out. Good job by Magix. Your B players are starting to deliver something for Spirit.
This has got to be the longest that Donk has stayed alive in a round. So here he is, 2-on-1 versus Jimmy. Man, with the amount of time left over and the players spotted, it's a chance for Jimmy to go all the way to the other side of the map. Yeah, he's just going to skip this entirely. But, okay, they're looking for him. It's very awkward now for Jimmy because the timing that Magix is just going to run into, it's pretty perfect, I'd say. Because now he's ready for anything towards the A site, Jimmy. This would be a dream if he could pull it off, but I don't know how.
I mean, he would just need the instant kill to Magix for Magix to let his guard down, but Magic's not even exposed. Gonna force Jimmy into the bomb plant, and then you'll find him with his hands busy.
That's it, round over.
Yeah, Magix plays around with him, and that's gonna be Jimmy to unfortunately move off of sight.
It was worth a play. He just needed to run, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah, worried about the ramp flank, which was coming.
They have better setups, staging to the round in general.
It's a commitment mid. Jimmy, late nade. I mean, bad nades even.
Wow.
Xertion gets the one kill.
He gets Donk again, though. A site's getting hit.
Zontic's trades have been good. And this time, at least, Zontix doesn't die, because at times, Jimmy's followed through with the next attack on middle.
Missed.
That's 2 missed grenades so far. And you just said MOUZ's utility has been good, because it was. This is an anomaly of missed utility.
But Jimmy's position is perfect, right?
It's a dirty angle. And Torsi's going to get Shiro, so that's his counterpart bested. Jimmy trying to outlurk Zontix the moment.
Oh my God, going to face forward.
That's 2 Ts who are going to have to watch their flank, though. How long before Zontix gets active?
He's layered up with this.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to try to come clear and will do it eventually. Torsi ends up hitting the shot, playing behind Big Box. Chopper's got him cleared off, but that nade nearly takes down Spirit's IGL. He's working with 12 health. Magic's on the bomb, down to 2 seconds. And this time, it gets stopped. Brolin won't waste the moment.
And the rest was actually relatively easy. Jimmy took a really good spot to check for flanks. And even though they missed the molly on Temple, Torsi still got his kill on Shiro. Donk again on this run boost, and he won't survive it because the nade.
Desk smash. He is boiling over at this point.
But they're running into this.
Shiro, he could save it. He could damn well save it. He's got Zontix right behind him.
Yes, he does. Molly's here. They're going to have to reset. Oh, Torsi through the smoke.
Caught crossing over towards Temple. A shot through smoke to connect, and Brolin's timing has been missed here by Chopper.
Yeah, now this is going to take a whole lot of awareness. But Brolin, he's also got his work cut out for him. He wants to advance, but because the map's so quiet and because they had A main control at the mouth of A main, this means the CTs, they can kind of chill here.
Total forfeiture of A, though, from Spirit. I mean,
Magix will take contact. Oh, Shiro as well.
Sets a second set of eyes on mid. Flashes, nothing. Got to be careful, though. Obviously, Torsi on the hunt. And then they don't anticipate Magix for the swing. Here comes Chopper out from cave. Total stoppage out in middle.
Wow, they do it. Perfect setup.
They thought they had some sort of an opening going to come and join Brolin. Instead, now he's met by smoke. That's
a fantastic mid-round setup, man, between Shiro, Magix, Chopper as well. They all contributed, and they were safe on the A site. They knew they had time there, had Donut protected entirely, and the A play that could have come in very late would have been quite an obvious timing to walk into. I mean, Brolin's going to try it. Let's see what he's got.
20 seconds and everybody on him. Magix to close. About time.
Yeah. But that was a very solid setup from Spirit. Like, even their flash and the shoulder peek got Shiro to show himself, and then he had to hide.
So Spirit are going to try to go numbers strong. Utility sailing over top. Last time Torsi was never smoked off, so he got a free one. Same shit. Oh, excuse me. Torsi behind the big box, throws the nade out, kills Chopper. And I mean, totally stuffed. I mean, that is, are you inspired? A utility piece finally lands on Temple, and then everybody just gets chewed up.
Wow.
Donk's the last guy in.
Absolutely
Torsi
mauled.
is just allowed to do whatever he wants on Temple.
I mean, the mollies are there. The rotations being there in time was the most important part. This is just a matter of map control, and MOUZ rotating soon.
Donk out middle, alone, just dead.
He's just dead again. He is just dead again.
And then that, Chopper comes through late with a flash, but obviously Jimmy's going to take up control. 5v3.
I just don't even want to talk about this utility right now. Like they're not getting him out.
Donk has
He's
just
dying
been
everything.
getting slammed as this map goes on. Xerxin, perfectly timed peek to deal with Shiro. He lets them walk into sight. A little false confidence. A clean sweep would really send a message. 5 standing. MOUZ will give themselves another match point.
Yes. And so, yes, if they go now, it's open.
And in that window of timing, you have still allowed Torji to get a little closer. Donk is down again.
The CT smoke.
Tearing his hair out at these kinds of frustrating moments. If Spirit can't do this, then they have thrown away 7 or 8 match points between Nuke and Ancient. As bullets sail over top of the bomb plant, you've got Chopper to try to take position inside of Temple, but they burn him out, and that's gonna make an awkward position for the post plant.
Oh my gosh.
Shiro's gonna try to welcome them forward. You've got 3 CTs trying to fight their way out, and Chopper's trade takes man advantage. Spirit on the brink of a quad OT, unless the lowest performing MOUZ member in Spinks from the hot hands of Nuke to a cold play on Ancient, and he's down for the count. Spirit through that A site. We need a Ford.
Another OT.
Wait out those nades. Poor kid's been bombarded by them. Chopper thinks he's got a bit of space in middle, but there's plenty of presence here for MOUZ. If it wasn't going to be the donut hold, it's Xerxin from Red Room for man advantage.
Not scared of that at all, man. When's the last time anybody from Spirit has got to window? Has lurked up into donut, into the cutout, anything like that?
Maybe 3 overtimes ago?
Yeah. All right, here he is, Donk up front. Again, on the entries.
These have been the rounds, and this time doesn't work. Some of the most simple, successful moments for Spirit's T-side is Donk tearing through this B defense. Not this time around. MOUZ, total lockdown.
Crushed.
Triple kill from Xerxin off of Red Room into B.
Oh, I mean,
I'm shocked Torzi's going further.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you really want?
I'm shocked that Zontix is this far out, considering, again, who's going to get this bomb?
Torzi's going to walk up. He's a sitting duck.
Whack.
Nice try. There's got to be a thought in the back of your mind that there is presence here. CT's getting aggressive right down into the ramp play. Spinks double kill. Donk's still alive. Pistol from Shiro. If cave control's maintained by MOUZ, then this could have gone south. Jimpat in with 1. On what could be a killer clutch. Bomb planters got him. If Donk is standing, so are Spirit.
Absolutely. 22 to 22. And just delivers on the pistol kill. Close quarters.
Donk back at mid with nades. You notice how Donk was 3rd in on that last round?
Yeah.
Keep him alive. Chopper's got an entry frag. Good on him.
Strong.
And it's been a tough go of it on this decider map for Chopper.
And yeah, honestly, he's speeding up at least a little bit more than Magic's in this game. This really is the grand finals.
But everybody skipped them. No, wait, we still going to Lisbon.
Yeah.
This is just about who gets to book their tickets first. Torji, good reaction over to Magic showing skin. Chopper's gonna come at this, but the crossfire hasn't even been found out. Not only does he doesn't get a kill, won't even find the full information. Torji, thought he was making a play, instead gets blasted back by Donk. No trade out of Zontix either. Shiro clutch demanded, and they don't know that there's 2 inside here. So he peeks in, falls to the USP. MOUZ with majority after the defense.
Yes, they grab this one, and it's Donk with a single kill. But the stakes go beyond the head-to-head. It's the plane ticket to Lisbon on the line.
3 players in this server on 40 kills or more. It's just the fact MOUZ have 2.
Need to see the Xerxin Donk head-to-head at the end of this map.
Chopper, flash, doesn't even get a chance to recover vision. Donk in the corner, covered by Magix. Magic's trying to set him up, and Donk looking to make that difference. Can't manage a second kill. Jimmy bests him. 24th round looks secured, and with it, overtime 5 guaranteed for MOUZ. They have worked with less chances to close this series, but they will be given yet another.
Yep. Aging like wine in this game so far. It's MOUZ who are surviving more dynamic tests. Learning as they go.
Completely smoked out. They're just gonna jump on him, Xerxin. He knows what he wants. He knows what he can take. And there is his 43rd frag.
But Donk seeing them crawl up the left side of mid, which might make them feel like they're going A. Donk actually rotates this way. However, still with 3 CTs ready on the B site, you would think this would be good.
Molotov, that's forced. Oh, no way!
Shiro goes down holding the molly.
No, he throws the molly.
Spammed.
He burns him out, and Spinks just hits him on the headshot with it. He was ready for it.
No!
Spinks is triple. All of this time, we sat here saying Spinks lacked the impact that he showed us on Nuke, and it turns out he's the closer. On for the ace. Sershin steals it, but what he does is books their tickets to Lisbon, the first team to step forth to the MEO Arena.